Hello, so today we will analyze round 6 of the Philippine Amateur Chess Championship. And I'm fighting a 1900 this time. I don't remember the exact rating. I think it was like 1960 or something, but I forgot. Anyway, I'm playing with the white pieces. And here I go for e4. Let me just turn off the engine lines. And here my opponent plays the Caro-Kann with c6, so I go d4. They played d5, and I played the exchange Caro-Kann. I played bishop to d3 here, and they played knight to c6, c3, and here they played a move I have not faced online yet, and that's, I think I have, but not much. It is a pretty rare move, g6 here, and this move is interesting. The idea is at some point to play bishop to f5 here, and after takes, the idea is to try to take control of the e4 square, which is my understanding. I played bishop to f4 here, just developing the bishop. They played knight to f6. I played knight to d2 to prepare knight to f3. And here they played bishop to g7 here. And after this move, I just played knight gf3. They castled, I castled, bishop to f5, and here I had a long think here. But apparently bishop takes, g takes, f5 is the best way to deal with this. I didn't really like this because of the fact that, they were gonna take up this file over here on the g file, use it to attack my king in the future. I didn't really like that, and on top of that, they have very strong control on e4, but I guess, we can go f3 in the future. But I just played queen to c2. Not really a good way to deal with it. And here they play e6 here. And here I should have played h3. I think the idea is to first of all have a escape for the bishop if knight to h5 comes in. And second, it's just to prevent any piece from going to g4, I think. And here my opponent can take, which is what I want. But, they didn't take. They just played rook c8 with tempo, immediately threatening knight to b4 with a pin and a fork tactic. So I played... Oh, wait, no. They played knight to... Oh, wait, no. I played knight to e5. I didn't play h3. Oops. I played knight to e5, and then they played rook c8 here, threatening this tactic. And here I played knight takes c6. Only the most natural move, right? Because, you don't want a knight... annoying you here on b4, so I just take. They take with the rook, which is better than taking with the pawn, because it leaves this pawn isolated. But this still would have been interesting, actually. Maybe the argument is you can go c5 in the future. But they take with the rook. Here I play bishop to g5, which is the wrong plan here. The better plan here is knight to f3, which I had missed, because I was too focused on trying to guard this square over here on e4 that I forgot about moving this knight to f3. Try to get the e5. Try to get the e5 square here. This is the better plan. I went for bishop g5, trying to exchange his bishop, which is an incorrect plan. They played queen b6 here. Maybe in the future. Already the threatening takes, I'm pretty sure. In the future. Maybe not right now. But here bishop takes f5, and is what I play. And e takes f5 is what the engine says, but they play g takes f5, which is what I expected here, because it is a pretty aggressive move, opening up the g file. And you can't really say white's going to use this to their advantage, because what, f4 and rook f3? Well, if you do that, then they just get the e4 square, and they're gonna take it faster than us. So after this trade, I went bishop takes f6, trying to remove the knight from this. But after bishop takes f6 here, they were already threatening takes. And here I decided to play queen to b3 with an idea that after takes, I like this endgame with the open a file. Maybe an idea to play b4, knight b3, knight c5, or knight a5 here. But they didn't take, of course. They just played queen c7. And here I made a blunder because I played too fast. I played rook a c1 here. Actually, no, I didn't play too fast. I was too deep in calculating here that I forgot that this move is just available. Bishop takes d4. And they just played this, and I just realized I blundered a pawn, because if I take, then I lose the game like this. So I played knight to f3. And here my opponent played bishop to f6 here. And now I have to think of how to try and fight here. But, there's not much I can do here. I tried to think of ways. So I played rook c d1 with an idea of rook d3, rook g3 in the future. And the knight will go to d4 here. They just played king h8, using the g file to their advantage. So I played rook d3. They played rook c4 here with an idea to just take control here. If I played this, now they're gonna trade. Like, if I played this, I was expecting them to take and leave me with this weakness. And then they were just probably just gonna play queen b6 here, and then hit the pawn and threaten a trade, and the trade would obviously be losing after something like queen to a3, to hit the rook. This position is still significantly terrible for white. Like, let's say they just play rook g8 or something. Oh wait, apparently I'm winning here. Queen e7. Queen e7 because you're trying to get here and this. So apparently not rook g8, something like rook e8 to prevent that. To prevent queen to e7. Okay, but anyway, I didn't go knight d4. I just played rook f d1 to further take control of this. But this is just terrible because after rook g4, they're starting a very strong attack on the king here, with rook g8 coming in, hitting this pawn. The queen is hitting the h2 pawn, and it's just terrible here. I played king to h1, getting off of the g file, the f-open g file. After rook f g8, I just played rook g1 here, and I tried to create chances, but I couldn't really find any. They played rook 8 g7 here, just a solid move to defend the h7 pawn, so that if I somehow manage to even attack it in the first place, there's no more threats there. So it's just a solid move. I played queen d1 here. The idea is, my idea was to go knight d4 here. And they just played not queen to a5, rook 4 g6 here. Rook 4 g6. The idea is to maybe go here, hit the pawn here, and now my knight is forced to go here. If I ever go here, then after takes, I didn't really like this whole thing, like, this is just terrible, because, all the rooks are coming in, but apparently this is just equal, because there's less pieces on the board. But I didn't like this during the game. Instead, I played h3 immediately, but, this is terrible position. They played rook g8 here, and after this, I just played knight d4. They didn't take, they just played rook g5, and here I went knight to f3. They went rook 5 g6, and there's not much to do here. So I just played queen to e2 here. I think my idea here was maybe to go knight to e5 in the future. But here they just played a very strong move, queen to c4, hitting the pawn, pinning the rook. And it's very strong here. I played a3 to defend the pawn at least. But, it doesn't really do anything. They just played queen to f4 here. And they have a very strong attack. There's not much to do here for white. I played g3 here, which is a mistake because I just weakened the king drastically here. First of all, weakening this diagonal. Second, there is going to be a sacrifice, and it softens up the h-pawn. So my opponent played queen h5 here. I played king g2. And by this point in the game, I had like 2 minutes. Because I thought a while for this move. Where was it? Let me find the move. Was it rook c d1? I thought so. I took like 30 minutes for this turn. Now when we come back to the game, was it king g2? I had like 2 minutes left. So they just played queen g7 here. They are definitely threatening to sacrifice in the future. Maybe even now, with takes. Probably not, but in the future, most definitely. f4 is a big threat here. Because I'm low on time, I just played knight d2. They played bishop to g5. I played f4. Completely missing the fact that I can just play bishop takes f4. And after knight to f1, bishop to b8, queen f2. They played f4, and after g4, I resigned after the move f5 because yeah, I'm just getting completely cooked here. So that is the end of round 6. There's one more round. I'm playing with black that time, and I currently have 3 points in the tournament. So that is the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and bye.